Hey, 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 hey. Hey, what's going on, fam? Hey, be sure to check your boy out on IG, man. I post quite often on there, and I would love for you to come kick it with the Code Squad IG fam. Squad Squad. What's going on, Code Squad? In the last episode, we created our navigation bar, which stemmed from React Navigation. Today, we're going to create our own custom navigation bar. And I'm showing you two different methods of creating your own navigation bar so that you can have two different ways to choose from when you want to create your own. In addition, we're going to write conditional rendering code so that we will only display the items that we want to be seen. Let's get started, Code Squad. All right, Code Squad, so we have the profile screen created. However, we're going to add more detail to it now. So let's go into our containers, profile, and now we have our main container view. We want to keep that. Let's add our nav bar. So let's say nav bar left, and we actually have to import that from, it should be in our jump out of there. It should be in components. Then it should be navigation bar left. And we don't have that created, so we have to create that. So let's go into our components. Let's do Command J. Let's cd into source, then components, then make directory. Let's say navigation bar left. And now we want to cd into that navigation bar left. And we want to touch index.js, styles.js, and navigation bar left.js. So we should see that in our folder now. There it is. And now let's import navigation bar left from navigation bar left, export navigation bar left. I forgot to say export default. And of course, I always spell default incorrectly. All right, so back in there. And now let's define a navigation bar left. So we're going to say import React from React. Import view text, and let's say touchable opacity from React Native. Import prop types from prop types. Import icon from React Native. Vector icons / we're going to work with ion icons, and import styles from styles. And let's build this thing out. So we have constant navigation bar left equals, and now we're going to have our parameters. We're going to have a title. We're going to have a right icon. We're going to have a Boolean called has left icon. Another Boolean called has right icon. And unpress left icon. And also unpress right icon. I just brought it down to add more space so that it won't be so long. So now let's write our fat arrow function. We're going to put a view with the style equal to styles dot, we'll just say nav bar view container. And we're about to do a conditional rendering. So has left icon, we'll say touchable opacity on press, and when we press it, it's going to have the press left icon function. So let's put that there, and let's put icon, and we're going to give it a style equal to styles dot left icon. Name equal to iOS arrow back. A size equal to a constant called icon size, and color equal to black. So let's create this constant right here. Constant icon size equals, let's give it a pixels of 25. And let's see, we have to close out our touchable opacity tag. So we give this a closing tag like so. All right, so we put the touchable opacity inside the conditional rendering, and we put a colon, and we can also put icon style equals styles dot left icon, give it a size equal to icon size, and we can say color equal to black, and let's get our alignments correct. Move that over, move that over. Oh man, why did it jump 2 times? All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Align it up with that. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so this reads that If our navigation bar has a left icon, then we will have the icon iOS arrow back. If it doesn't have if has left icon is false, then it's going to jump down to after the colon, and it's going to give it a blank icon. So that means the icon is not going to be there. You can't see it. All right, so now let's give it a text, and let's give it a style equal to styles dot nav title text. And let's give the text a parameter called title, which we defined right here. And now let's do another conditional rendering. We're going to say if the nav bar has a right icon, then we want to give it a touchable opacity on press equals to on press right icon we're going to close out this touchable opacity, and we're going to say icon style equals to styles dot right icon name equals right icon so this is actually a parameter this time that we're going to give the name to, and we're going to say size equals icon size and color equals black. So close that out, and let's put the closing tag for the touchable opacity. All right, so now we're going to say if it doesn't have a right icon, then we're just going to put an empty icon there. And that looks to be okay. Let's go ahead and add our property types. So let's say navigation bar left dot prop types, title is a prop type dot string, right icon is a prop type dot any. I'm going to say has left icon is a prop type dot bool, has right icon prop type dot bool, which stands for boolean. Unpress left icon prop type dot font, and unpress right icon prop type dot font. Typo and static class property declaration. It's probably saying I have a, let's see, export default prop types. That should be lowercase p. And we're good for now. All right, so let's bring this in now. Let's see, we have let's go jump back into our profile.js, and then we can see that we have navbar left, and let's see if that renders. Still loading. All right, so I do not see it. Let's see why that is. Oh, okay, so we didn't actually add the styles yet. So we have to go into our navbar left styles, and we have to create the styles. All right, so we're going to say import style sheet platform and dimensions from React Native, and we're going to say constant width height equals dimensions dot get window, and constant styles equals style sheet dot create, and we have our navbar view container and we're going to say we're going to give it platform specific styles. So if the platform is iOS, so if our user has an iOS phone or iOS device, then the height of the navbar container is going to be 64 pixels, and if it's an Android, then the height will be 54. So we can also say that we want the width to be the width of the screen, background color to be colors.navigation bar, I don't think we have that defined in our colors book, so let's just say black. And we can also say flex direction row, align items, flex end, justify content, space between, and we have nav title text, font size 18, color black, margin bottom, let's say margin, let's give it a constant of margin bottom, title text, and icon. Like I said, I like to have my constants very explainable as to what they do, so they might end up being long, but that's just because I'll understand exactly what they do when I read them. Constant, that long name, and we're going to give it a margin of 4 pixels. And now let's do left icon. I'm going to say margin left, margin bottom, the long margin name. Also we have right icon, and I have it pushed over let's see how 8 looks. That might be a little bit too close, but we'll play with it. Margin bottom, the long name, and we should be able to export default this. Styles. Save that, make sure everything's good to go. Let's rerun this. And dimension, should be dimensions. Rerun that. And it's not at the top. Alright, so the issue is that if we jump back into our main container view in our profile.js, we can select the main container view and it drops us into that style main container view. It has a height, no, it has a justify content and align items with center. We don't want that. So we just hold command and press the / and comment that out. And let's see what we get now. We get profile on top, and okay, so we move to the top, but we still don't get what we want. So let's change that navigation bar. I don't want it to be black. I want it to be, let's say, colors dot, let's say navigation bar. And what we have to do is import our colors from our custom directory. So config, we have it in global colors, and let's jump into that file and let's define navigation bar. And let's give it a color of RGBA 245 245 245 and alpha of 0.1. Command save that, Let's see if the color changed. So let's see. So we have our text here. We actually do not need this anymore. We know that it's our profile. View container, command save this. We're gonna press Command D, enable hot reloading, so we can move a little bit faster. And so let's look at our properties. For our navigation bar left, we have a title. So let's give this a title, and let's say, let's just say Nilvac Biz, and let's say, what else? What other properties we have? We have, let's check it out first. So Nilvac Biz is inside the navigation bar. It might be hard to see because the background of the navigation bar is the same color as that background color. So let's just to make things a little bit more easy to see, let's change this color just for the time being. We'll turn it back on later, but we'll just say yellow. Wants me to put single quotes, so you can see that it's inside of here. All right, so let's see what else we have. Let's say it has the right icon, and we said if it has the right icon, it'll show the icon. If it has right icon, then it can show, it has the name parameter. So let's say the parameter is called right icon. So let's say that our right icon, I don't know why I put it in brackets like that, but right icon, and let's give it a name of iOS-settings outline. So iOS-settings-outline. And what that did is create this settings button that we could pull up. So if we want to bring up a settings controller later, then we can do that. All right, so that looks like it's it for our custom navigation bar left. So let's just go ahead and turn the color back, and we should be good for now. We didn't use that text, but we'll use it later. All right, Code Squad, next episode we're gonna do some more with the profile screen. Love you all, have a blessed day.